So to start your team, you'll go with Chris Paul over Russell Westbrook.
Nah, I'm going Russell Westbrook. He's a dog.
I don't know, because I think Chris Paul's a dog, too.
You're right. Chris Paul's a dog, but you got Cane Corsos and you got Chihuahuas. You got to think, the more you look to pass the ball, the more turnovers you're going to have.
Chris Paul passed the basketball.
Chris Paul did pass the basketball.
He passed the ball more than Russell Westbrook.
Chris Paul's passing is here. Russell's trying
No,
to
no,
bro.
First off,
Chris Paul
don't
is
do
safe.
that. Bro, it's a 9-2 turnover ratio.
What do you mean? He's
that's
throwing
that's
lobs.
crazy, bro.
Okay.
Who made lobs?
When you're throwing a lob to DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin,
And he throwing it in traffic.
answer this question. You rather Steven Adams catch a lob or DeAndre Jordan?
Scores, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sean Suge Amos, and this is Are You a Casual, presented by Score Society. Now I got my guys back. My popular demand. Got my guy, former professional basketball player, DeRay Elliott here.
Sir, I'll cook all you.
Elite athlete, and my guy Chris Selly here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Skills trainer, and my guy RJ Howard here. Just in case you was wondering, in the comments. I see the comments.
We see him.
I see the comments. And, you know, today is a very special show because, unfortunately, but kind of fortunately, because he was a great player and he's remembered to me and hopefully these other guys here as a great player, Russell Westbrook retired. And I say fortunately because it was an amazing career for him. It was an amazing career for him. And there's someone else who we don't talk about because he didn't go out in the way we had hoped, and that is Chris Paul. So today we're going to talk about who's better, Chris Paul or Russell Westbrook. Now, before we start, I want you guys to tell the audience who is your top 5 point guard, so this way you don't renege and go back, act like casuals, and start, no, I didn't say that. I mean, you know what, I can move. Selly, lead the way.
I start off with Magic.
Okay.
I go with Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, Chris Paul, and Russ.
Okay, so Russ is at your 6. Okay. What you got?
You gotta go with Magic. I'm gonna go with Chris Paul for my second one. We'll go my boy Kyrie.
Okay. All right.
You know,
Kyrie sounding real casual. Okay.
It's okay, bro. It's okay. It's my top 5.
You're right. It's opinion.
It's my top 5. You got we'll go see Steve Nash, Isaiah Thomas.
Okay. See that?
All right. I'm going Magic, Russ, Steve Nash, Rondo, Chris Paul.
Okay.
It's gonna be
like
good.
the Rondo
This
pool.
is gonna be a good episode here. So I have Magic, Steph, Jason Kidd, CP3, and Isaiah Thomas. But it's a tie. It's a close tie with Isaiah Thomas and Russell Westbrook.
We talking about a little bobblehead Isaiah Thomas, Mr. Frosty, or we
No, I'm talking about Zeke, brother. I'm talking about Zeke.
Definitely.
Had to
Same.
Had to clarify for the
Same.
casuals.
Yes.
I'm talking about Hall of Fame, brother.
Same
All right, so let's get started. And without any further ado, to you, DeRay, who's better, Chris Paul or Russell Westbrook?
We talking about as a player or as a point guard?
I'm talking about as a point guard. We're talking as a point guard.
As a point guard, my loyalty was with Russ, but the real answer is Chris Paul.
The real answer is Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Anybody got any objections to that?
Nah, because Chris Paul came in as a true point.
Exactly.
Like,
Where did Russell Westbrook come in at?
I think Russ came in as a scoring guard.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, he became a point guard.
Yeah.
Like, he became that dude who got everybody involved. Like, while scoring, but, like, he was also getting people involved. Like, that's why he had to.
Who was playing point guard when he came in?
Not that somebody was playing point guard, but I felt like he was just scoring, you know? Like, he wasn't.
But
he got drafted as a 2 as well, because Collison was the PG at UCLA.
But that's fine. But I'm trying to figure out at what point do we say Russell Westbrook wasn't an efficient point guard as Chris Paul?
I just don't think when he first came into the league, he was scoring to me.
That
in my
doesn't.
opinion.
So you, I mean, Steph Curry's number 2 for me, and he's a scoring.
I don't see Steph as the point.
I don't see Steph as the point either. Yeah, I see
mean,
Steph as
what
a
you
2
see him
guard.
as? He played point.
I got Steph in the same category as like Kyrie.
Yeah.
But with Russ, me, he didn't get to.
So you telling me if they had the same? So you trying to tell me they two guards.
Because they scoring points, though, bro.
Yeah,
they score first
yeah.
points.
Steph,
So,
to me,
Kyrie
so at
and
that
Steph-
point,
yeah.
Kyrie,
Steph doesn't play make. Steph plays come from he draws someone's attention on the 3-point line. He's just dropping the ball off for Draymond.
Same thing with that was the same thing with Rush.
And same
type
thing with
vibes.
Kyrie.
Yeah, like
with Russ,
like once KD left, that's when Russ became a
that's
point
what I was
guard.
about to say. When KD left, Russ had to play make for them to win.
KD was averaging 8. I mean, Russ was averaging 7 to 8 assists then.
Yeah, but when you
Yeah,
throw the ball
but-
to Dynamite, yeah,
It's more as in like
course,
them rush passes though. Like he kicking that thing out like 3 people on.
But that's just different styles of play, though. That doesn't mean he's not a point guard. Like, so if you put in Kyrie in one spot as a shooting guard, then where does he rank for shooting guards of all time at that point?
I guess
He
it's
has to be
valid.
really low.
But I also think it's different because you got like to me like point guards and scoring guards are two different things.
Yeah.
Right? Like just because a lot of times most guards are shorter, so that's why they become points, right? Like Steph is short, like in the NBA standpoint, but he's not a point. He's running off screens, running off down screens. Just because he's short, we put him as a point guard.
But no, we put him as a point guard because he started at point guard.
Yeah.
Like when he
For
come
sure.
in, he started at point.
Yeah.
I think that's a system thing. I don't think
but-
that's a style of play thing.
I'll put it this way: with Steph and Kyrie, you're not winning games with them having 11 assists and 10 points. You need them to have 20, 25, 30 points.
You wasn't winning in the games like that with Chris Paul doing that.
Chris Paul can win you a game getting 10 assists.
He can-
15
'cause he's
assists.
controlling
and
the
so,
game,
And so
'cause
does
he's
Russell
controlling-
Westbrook. Russell Westbrook averaged 31, 10, and 10.
But
Yeah,
also
but that's
too,
a
Chris
triple-double.
Paul at
That's
one point
fair.
was considered like the point god. Like that
Exactly.
was
That was
was
his name.
who his name is.
You see,
With Lob City, Chris Paul could have scored 2 points, and they would have continued to win them games because
I think it's just more different styles of play of it though. Like
Yeah.
Chris Paul is more dissecting the defense. Russell's just
that's
Russ is
it.
putting
That's
that
hot.
But
pressure
that doesn't, just because
downhill.
you play
Yeah.
different styles doesn't mean you're not point guard. It just means what you guys are
I guess.
describing as traditional point guard.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah,
He said
that's what I
scoring
said.
guard versus point guard.
But no. It's not a scoring guard.
It is.
Yeah,
Point
yeah,
guard.
it
It's
is.
a
Scoring
point guard
guard.
who can score.
Yeah, that is
y'all
a-
like
it's a
making up
That is
categories.
a 2026 basketball term. You have your scoring guard,
No.
you have your
Yeah, you
true
do.
point guards.
Who names it scoring guard?
Everybody.
I've never heard of somebody.
No, there's no way.
There's no way.
I heard of a scoring point guard.
No, this,
I heard of a pass first point guard.
okay,
Right,
then-
but that's what
so,
we're saying.
what's the
And
opposite of pass first?
a score first guard.
How do we? But my
Scoring
thing is, no, you just making up terminology.
Nobody's making up
Nobody's
terms.
making this up.
It's
Bro, I hear
different.
this term all the time. You've never heard
Scoring
scoring
guard?
guard?
No, wait,
Yes.
I've heard of combo guard.
Yeah, combo
Yep,
guard is you
guard.
can
Alright,
play
combo
2, 3,
guard.
1, 2, 3. That's combo guard to me. But scoring guard is like your score first mentality.
Right.
I've
Like,
never heard- I've
because to
never
me,
heard of
Russ didn't become pass first until KD left.
Right.
He didn't become pass first, but when KD left, he averaged 31.
But that year, Russ was putting pressure on defense, but he was still willing to throw the ball ahead.
He was still willing to get the ball ahead before.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is,
It's a little different.
No, here's
I
the
hear
thing.
what
You
you're
got to
saying.
think.
You gotta
throw
share the
ball
shots a
ahead
bit more.
to Serge Ibaka for a dunk, to Kevin Durant.
He was doing all those things.
Yeah, James Harden, and then you go to Andre Roberson, and I can't even name anybody else that was on the teams.
I mean, he had Paul George on his team.
He had Paul
Paul
George
George
for-
had his
But
best,
that was after.
Yeah,
but
That was once KD left.
But Paul George had his best season with Russell Westbrook. So how?
but Paul George was already uptrending. He had injury, and then
Uh-huh.
I was like, when he came back, like he had a good year with the Pacers, so he's already gonna have a good year next year, no matter where he was at.
Okay.
So, it was
But my
like that.
thing is, we're trying to make up new categories.
Not even
We're
close.
trying to make up new
Not
categories.
even close.
we got
We're saying.
we got the new school, and the old school.
Yeah,
Right.
well, maybe maybe it's a new school thing.
I'm really shocked you've never heard scoring guard. That's
I've
like
never heard
a
scoring guard.
common term now.
Yeah.
I thought the
I've-
same thing when I first
I've
heard.
heard traditional point guard,
Right.
pass first point guard. I've
Right.
heard
And that's
Well, that's
Chris
the same
Paul,
thing, yeah.
right?
I've
And then,
heard-
Yeah,
like to me, like that,
combo guard.
like that era of like Derrick Rose, Russ,
Right.
like all those guards
Kyrie.
that was Kyrie, like those guards
Yeah.
that was coming in, we considered them scoring guards. They wasn't true point guards. Like those traditional points who's running.
So to start your team, you'll go with Chris Paul over Russell Westbrook to start your team. Scores. Score Society has partnered up with Parlay Plays. If you're already watching sports every day, why not make the games a little more interesting? I've been checking out Parlay Plays lately because it's simple, it's fun, and right now they're matching your first deposit 100% up to $100. On top of that, when you sign up using my code, Score Society,
you'll get a free $5 game to get started. Whether you're into the NBA, WNBA, NFL, MLB, or more, it's an easy way to put your knowledge to the test. Hit the link in my bio, use code SCORESOCIETY to claim your deposit. Grab your free game and let me know what picks you're rolling with. Welcome to Score Society.
You'll go with Chris Paul over Russell Westbrook to start your team.
Nah, I'm going Russell Westbrook. He's a dog.
I don't know, because I think Chris Paul's a dog too.
Especially
to be
Chris Paul as well.
You're right. Chris Paul's a dog, but you got Cane Corsos and then you got Chihuahuas.
So why would you go with
Yeah.
So
You
why
know
would you
Chris
go
Paul
with-
Chihuahua is crazy.
So why would you go
That's
with
crazy.
Russell Westbrook?
I'm going to go with Russell Westbrook because just my style of
But
play.
he's not a better point guard than Chris Paul.
I'm giving you my
Okay.
my sentiments. I'm going with Russell Westbrook because to me, like when I coach and I pick players, I want players that can do more than one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Russell's going to rebound, he's going to get assists, he's going to play defense, and he can score. I
Paul
want
rebound.
5 players that can do
Chris Paul's
that.
not rebounding like that.
Chris Paul's not really rebounding, he's not really defending. Like Chris Paul, he's
I don't
defending.
know. Chris
but
Paul's
Chris
gonna
Paul's
sit.
like tricky defender. Like I'm gonna bait you into stuff versus Russ is hounding you up and down the
get
court. He's
you.
gonna wear you down the whole game to where you don't even want the ball.
Okay.
You feel me? It's a difference. It's like
Okay.
Jose Alvarado and Tony Allen. Different vibes.
Who you going with, Sally? Starting your team off. Chris Paul, Russell
That's
Westbrook.
that's my first pick.
That's
As a point guard.
One of the two. We draft night June 27th. Like,
Because that's tough, because
expansion draft, you gotta pick a player.
You had the final decision after in the war room. Who you pick?
Shit, I'm going Russ.
You want Russ?
Yeah.
I'm going CP.
You going with CP?
Why?
Yeah, why?
He's just a tactician, bro. It's just more as in like he gonna slow the game down more. Everything he's going to, he's elevated.
So,
That's
so
valid.
I
now you
agree
said
to
you
that.
want.
I
You
agree to
said
that.
you want a player
Uh,
that does everything.
correct.
Does turnovers matter to you?
I feel like when you play basketball the right way and you play hard, you're gonna have turnovers. Like I'll take you trying to make a play, turn the ball over, than you being timid and turning the ball over.
What about you? Does turnovers matter?
I wasn't
to you?
trying to talk about the turnovers part.
I was gonna say
Because
Chris Paul's
turnovers
on
part,
some
I'm taking
hey,
I'm taking Chris
You
Paul.
got to
I'm
think
saying.
though.
Nah,
like,
you can't.
listen,
go
No,
there.
I'm just saying. I'm just
I
saying.
know
Told
you're
you.
gonna be
You
a
gotta think
casual.
though. You gotta think. The more you look to pass the ball, the more turnovers you're gonna have.
How?
So
But Chris Paul
Yeah,
in the
he
past-
does
That's
I
not
mean,
true.
I'm
Be tentative.
if
but
you
Chris
run
Paul
the
did the same.
ball 100 times, you're gonna have more turnovers than
that's-
somebody that tries to pass the ball 10
But
times.
Chris Paul, that's not true though.
That's
not
that's
That is
yeah.
very
Chris
true.
Paul, bro. Chris Paul
Chris
has.
Paul
numbers
passed the
game.
basketball.
Chris Paul did pass the basketball.
He passed the ball more than
But
Russell
Chris
Westbrook.
Paul's passing is here. Russell's trying
No,
to throw
no,
that.
Whoa,
no,
yo,
Hey,
bro,
why?
don't do
First
that.
off,
Don't
Chris
do
Paul
that.
is
Don't do that.
safe.
Let's-
Paul's a
what do you
safe-
Bro,
mean?
there's a 9-2 turnover ratio.
What do you
Yeah,
mean
but
he's
he's-
That's
throwing
like- that's
lobs?
crazy, bro.
What
Okay,
you- Who
when
made
you're, throwing
Lob
a,
City?
when you're throwing a lob to DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin,
And he throwing it in traffic.
Yeah.
to
He throwing
DeAndre
it
Jordan and
traffic.
Blake
Just throwing
Griffin.
it, bro, too. Like, just.
DeAndre Jordan,
Let's
his
be
field goal
clear.
Yeah, like,
percentage.
yeah.
Go look at the lobs. All right, tell me, answer this question. I'm gonna go down the line.
Go for it.
You rather Steven Adams catch the lob or DeAndre Jordan?
DeAndre Jordan, by far.
Steven Adams or DeAndre Jordan?
DeAndre Jordan.
Sure, DeAndre.
Why?
Because he gonna
You-
catch it.
you-
You know,
jump high.
you could throw the ball anywhere. He
Right.
can go get it, right?
Okay.
All right, so,
So with
that's
it,
the difference.
I mean, there's other passes than alley oops.
There
Like,
is,
There's
but-
other passes.
I'm just saying, Chris
And then,
Paul
by the way,
is
Russell
a safer
Westbrook.
passer to me than Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook. He's
That don't
no,
come with IQ.
He
It is
not-
IQ.
Russell Westbrook has 2,000 more turnovers than Chris Paul.
And Russell
Are you
Westbrook-
okay with that?
Yes,
You kind of have to live with it,
gotta
right?
live with
You got the good and you got the bad.
exactly.
What?
Like Russ is the type of player like you know what you know what you're gonna get from him as in the good, and you know what you're gonna get from him as in the bad.
Right.
So you got to live with it.
Now, let me help you guys out with this.
That's
right?
it.
When you talk about living with the turnovers, this ain't 200 more turnovers. This ain't
It's 2,000.
100.
Yeah, I hear
it's
you.
2,000.
I hear you.
So 2,000.
Mention Chris Paul's also played.
Wait.
Chris played longer than Russ too.
You sure?
Yeah, he played longer than
He
Russ.
played longer
He
than Russ,
actually
too.
was drafted. He was actually drafted 05 or something like that.
Yeah.
But 2,000 more turnovers mean there's sometimes in a clutch he turning that ball over.
Yeah, 100%.
But I
There's
feel like every
sometimes in
great
the tough-
player
in a
turns the
tough
ball
player-
over in the clutch.
Not 2,000 times.
He didn't turn over 2,000 times in the clutch. That's just in
So
general.
are you? Is the turnovers bringing down his greatness value to you?
It's not bringing down his greatness value to me. I understand
Okay.
what you guys are saying. You guys are saying you got to live with some of it because
For
he
sure.
take risks.
Yeah.
For sure. He averaged 31 points at one point.
Valid.
You do have to live with it,
That part.
given the teams that he was on at
That's
that
the
time.
other thing. Given
That's
the teams
fine.
he's on, some
That-
of them turnovers is like, I'm throwing that ball.
That's fine. But if the question is who you're drafting first, then we got to consider these things. Because if
For
you're
sure.
drafting Russell Westbrook, and as you said,
Yeah.
he came in he was drafted as a shooting guard, but you going to draft him as a point guard.
That wasn't the question. You
But
just
no,
said-
that wasn't the question.
No,
That-
he said, who are you drafting first?
That's what I said. But you knew that he was a scoring guard,
That's
and
valid.
a scoring guard
I just want
is
5
going to
guys
get
that
you
can do
2,000 more turnovers at the end of this. At the end of
Hey,
it.
if he
at the
gonna
end
play
of it all.
defense, he gonna make up for half of them.
Facts.
All right, so who's a better playmaker?
Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
Now
I'll go
y'all
Chris
getting
Paul.
timid. Y'all getting timid.
Nah,
Now y'all-
I said it from
I-
the beginning.
I went with
Russell
Chris Paul
Westbrook,
from the
better
beginning.
player. Chris Paul, better point guard in that aspect. Like
So,
making plays and all that.
all right, let's define this for the audience here.
Okay.
To you, what is a playmaker?
A playmaker is someone that could slow everything down. You go there, or they just know, like, if I go right, you're going to backdoor, drop it off, you get a bucket. Like, they know how to manipulate the defense and all that stuff.
Okay.
They know what's happening before the play happens, right?
part.
So like they reading the floor and know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I feel like there's different types of playmakers though too. Definitely.
What do you mean?
Like you got guys that want to score. You know what I mean? Like get to a bucket type of playmakers, and then they draw more offense, more eyes, and you got other guys like Chris Paul that's
That's
drawing
a safe answer.
No, I mean, he actually, I'm
That's a safe
with him
answer.
on this.
I know, but I could say Russell Westbrook, he's going to put pressure on the defense, and then that's how he's going to play make. But
Okay.
That's
Okay.
fine.
I
Yeah, you could have said that. You could have said that. What the heck?
Yeah.
Like, yo.
that's different. If you're to me, playmaking is you're manipulating the defense,
You made a
not
play.
running.
And you can manipulate it in any way. You can manipulate it in the way of making finding a way to score.
That's
too.
true. But if it came down, like you asked me, if it came down to the end of the game, who would I rather have the ball to make a play? I'm gonna say Chris Paul.
Really
To
now.
make a play.
Correct.
Interesting.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a scenario.
All right, give me a
I'm
scenario.
gonna give y'all.
All right, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Game down 3. Y'all down 3.
Down 3.
12 seconds to go.
Yeah.
12 seconds to go. Both players are in their. Let's say they both got elite scorers on his team. So for Chris Paul, his elite scorer would be a Devin Booker. I'm thinking wing. I'm thinking wing. I'm not talking like bigs because you need a 3.
Yeah.
And obviously Kevin Durant will be Russell Westbrook's.
See, Russ.
Russell Westbrook. Wait.
Russ ain't giving that shit up. That's the whole reason why KD left.
No,
Who are-
KD
no.
left because he's soft. That's all it is.
Here we go, bro. I
Bro,
no KD
bro,
slander would
bro,
happen.
bro, bro.
But look, you
Y'all
gotta
was at the
explain that.
wazoo too.
But look,
I baited him into that one.
but
sure,
look.
bro.
So who are you giving the basketball to? Chris Paul or Russell Westbrook?
I'm going Russ because I feel like I'll live with Russ either making the play, getting an and one, or him giving the ball up to KD versus Chris Paul giving it up to D-Book. I just think KD's a better player, and I'll take that 30% chance KD's going to get the ball over that 50% chance D-Book might get the ball.
How about that turnover?
We live with it. It's
I'm
12
taking-
seconds left.
I'm taking Chris.
That's when you say make the play early. You don't let the clock go down.
Yeah.
I'm taking Chris.
You taking
And
Chris?
in the game, gotta make a play. I'm taking Chris.
Yeah. I agree with that. Making the right play.
Okay.
But it's a tough one though, because you got to think.
Because
Westbrook-
also too, I think he gonna put the right what's it called in? I mean, he's gonna call the right play too, right? Like it's gonna be something out of that. Like Chris gonna come. Chris, the type of player to be like,
is this we get the rebound and we go, or is this like
No,
timeout?
are you down 3, 12 seconds?
we got a
You can do
timeout.
whatever.
We
Look,
burned the timeout.
We run the timeout.
If we
It's
burn
a
the
play.
timeout, I'm going CP. If we just playing, I'm going Russ.
Yeah, to the right.
So if you no, you can't have two. You can't have two answers, bro. You act like a casual. You don't let these guys in the comments get you nervous. Say,
I ain't worried about
on
nobody
business.
in the comments, man.
Stand on business.
All right, I'm standing
Who are
10
you
toes. 10 toes. Russell Westbrook.
taking? Russell Westbrook.
Yes, sir.
All right. And you say you got Chris Paul.
I got Chris Paul for sure.
And who you got right there?
I got Chris Paul.
You sure you don't got Kyrie?
Yeah, I definitely got Kyrie. Always got
Kyrie
Kyrie.
shooting
Don't do
that joint in.
Hey,
It
Kyrie
ain't no
made a
play.
He made a play.
It ain't no play. Get out the way.
Playmaking.
All right. So here's my thing, right? I would say the best answer in this scenario would be Russell Westbrook. And not because Russell Westbrook, it's just because you gotta listen to the scenario.
Yep.
You got 3 points. You gotta get 3 points, bro. You got Kevin Durant or
Exactly.
Devin Booker. No, you wasn't saying this.
I did. I said
You ain't said that.
I give him that.
I
He
said
did
I'm
say
gonna
that.
take. I said I'm gonna take the
No.
30% chance that Kevin Durant gets the ball over the 50%.
30%
chance
he
D-Book
shoots
gets it.
41%.
No, but
from
like
I'm
three.
30% chance that
chance
Russ is
that-
gonna give it to
what you're
him.
saying. I hear what you're saying, but I don't think Russell Westbrook would even risk losing the game to get an and one.
I'm just saying.
To get an and
I watched
one.
Russ play with LeBron James and shoot it off the side of the
LeBron
backboard.
James ain't no Kevin Durant type of shooter.
LeBron James is the greatest basketball player.
That
touch
is
the
very
earth.
true, but
So
that
it
doesn't
don't-
mean he
if
can
LeBron-
shoot
you
threes
know
as
how
good as
2K
Kevin
when you
Durant.
press A and your guy's 99 overall and that ball come to you, that's how LeBron is.
No, you think about some 2K stuff. They gonna get you. Listen, bro.
I'm saying, I'm
If
gonna take
the
the chance.
scenario is this, if it's Chris Paul
Uh-huh.
or Chris Paul, I'm gonna ask you guys. Scores. Scenario is this: Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, ball in hand, down 3, 12 seconds to go. Chris Paul has Devin Booker on the wing. Russell Westbrook has KD on the wing. Who are you picking? Who are you choosing? Remind you,
one
they
answer.
need a 3. Let me know in the comments.
But we act like D
Let me
Book
know
is
in the
not like
comments.
a career like
He's a
42%.
36% shooter last year.
That's last year.
That's last year.
Getting double teamed.
Kevin Durant was 41% last year. It's casual. Yeah, listen, bro.
He said last year. I said career.
Career one. All right, look. Let's go. What you say he wasn't for the career?
At least like 41.
Where do you rank his?
41.
Was his 70-point game better than Bane's?
All right, so look. So we give KD.
Nah, that's
KD was 39%. It's 39% for his career. Right. And you said D Book is
Like 41.
like 41. Okay. I told you guys to do your homework today, bro. We locked in. All right, look.
You got the computer.
Yeah, he on it
Got the
today.
computer right in front of him.
And Book is how? What do you say?
41?
35%.
Jeez.
35%.
It's a little off, my boy.
Yeah, it is. But D Book do take more threes than KD. That's a fact too.
Valid point too.
Yeah.
Valid point too. So that's a very valid point. However, who's gonna get their shot off over any defense?
Come on, dude.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant for sure.
Hey, come on, man. That's not good.
But D Book is in that category
Listen, I'm
too.
trying to test your basketball
I've
IQ.
seen D-Book get the ball and get stuck and not know what to do, but I've also seen him make the shot as well.
Yeah.
It's like, you got.
Now let me ask y'all this about KD. Not KD. Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
Whose style is more efficient? Whose styles get players around them better? Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna ask you that. I'm not gonna ask it in that way.
Yeah.
Because no, because I'm bailing you guys out.
Low key.
Because I'm bailing you guys out. Because realistically, you stay with Russell Westbrook. You pick Russell Westbrook. That's the
10
person
toes.
you gotta defend.
Yeah.
You pick Russell Westbrook. That's the person you gotta defend. So tell me, how is Russell Westbrook playmaking ability better than Chris Paul's?
I think.
go ahead.
You got it.
I think from the pressure that he puts on the defense coming down every time, it's he's at 100. Like, so you have to stop the ball, and which now once you stop him, that's when you got other people open, right? So like when he's going 100 miles, that's why he's like Steven Adams probably had one like his best years because he just had Russ going downhill, throw it up to him, little drop off passes. Shooters are able just to catch and shoot. They don't have to do anything because Russ is just beelining it down every time.
So do you think Russell Westbrook make those guys better? You think he makes players better?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So you think he makes better? So you got to stick where he makes them
Yeah,
better.
I
than
think he makes
Chris Paul.
people. Yeah, I have to. I got to stick with it.
I mean, I'm gonna piggyback off it. I'm on the same thing, but my
No,
stance.
just tell me how you make people better, make players around him better than
the
Chris
same
Paul.
way. The pressure he puts on the defense, he's giving guys wide open shots, and then I also think for me, because he puts so much pressure on the defense and he plays at such a fast pace, it's more possessions in the game.
Okay.
So now you're playing with Chris Paul and you might have got 5 shots this game, but you're playing with Russ and you get in 10.
Okay.
So
I
you
like
got more time to shine.
I like it. So I'm gonna say obviously I got to go with Chris Paul. Chris Paul made guys around him better. I don't think if you put Russell Westbrook on the team with Tyson Chandler, I don't think Tyson Chandler gets as much better as he did. Become an all-star as he did. I think the same thing for DeAndre Jordan. I don't think if you put Russell Westbrook on a team with a DeAndre Jordan, he develops into the player he did with Chris Paul.
Same thing. I don't think he gonna.
I think it's the
Because
same thing.
here's the reality, right? Here's the reality.
Yeah.
There's not times where I'm looking at a Chris Paul and he gets on the team. I think Chris Paul can go to any team. Like he made the Spurs better. Not the Spurs. I gotta say that back. The OKC Thunder better. I don't think Russ Brook can go to any team and make better. At some point, Chris Paul made these teams
But I
better.
think with Chris Paul though too, he's a culture builder.
Yeah.
Like he's building a culture. Like one of the things you saw when the whole thing's happening.
That's
with the
part of
Clippers.
making people better.
That's true. They
part of
were
making people
they
better.
were sick because he was coming in and he was trying to change the culture, like get guys together and all this other stuff. And they were just like, oh, Chris Paul.
Yeah.
But that's why I also
Man.
think like Russ's best years were when he was the guy, like the guy, like those last years in OKC, those years in Washington where he was the guy with the ball in his hand. I think that was like his best years, being like the number one option.
But
like,
he doesn't win though when he's the number one option.
I mean, he didn't win when he was the number two option either.
Solid. Russ.
True.
Chris Paul ain't win nothing either.
Yeah,
so.
they
What
both
we talking
ain't
about?
win nothing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hey, but you know what Russ got? An MVP.
He do.
He
That's
does
fair.
have,
He does have
an
that. I'll
MVP.
give you that.
He does have an MVP. So we go accolades.
If we go accolades, I'm taking Russ. I mean, the only thing Chris Paul got over him is
The gold,
he got more assists than him.
but
Chris
he do
Paul
have a
number
gold medal
two.
too.
Russell
Who
Westbrook
cares
has a
about
gold
it?
medal.
Yeah, Russ got a gold medal.
He
He has a
does?
gold medal.
Oh,
Yeah, he got 2012. Yeah.
Now I'm thinking,
And
right?
a gold medal.
saying,
That's
those are
goalposts?
accolades.
Melo's the greatest player of all time. Then
Olympic.
See, because here's what I'm thinking. I'm looking at Chris Paul being placed in the same situation as Russell Westbrook
yeah.
for the Rockets,
Okay.
right? Chris Paul took a team to Western Conference Finals. Team record was 65-17.
Valid.
Russell Westbrook took him to the second round. Team was 44-28. So when
That's COVID.
It's
year.
different though. It's the COVID year. I feel like because you got to think the COVID year. The season ended in March, and then they had 8 games. So the way the
that's even
NBA,
worse. They had a break.
yeah, but the way the
got
NBA
the rest.
structured the bubble, nothing changed. The seeding stayed the same because the way the seeding was that year was going to be no matter what. 8 games wasn't changing anything because the Suns went 8-0 and didn't make the playoffs. They were just there for the vibes. So it's like
They needed people to lose though too. Everyone was hooping in the bubble.
I mean, T.J. Warren getting 50, so it's like
You know what I'm saying?
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I think too also the way the Rockets were at that point versus the way they were when Chris Paul was there was 2 different Rocket teams.
100%.
Yeah, Corey Brewer out there cooking. You had what's his name? Gordon was cooking. All them guys are out there cooking.
Fair enough.
So
well, here's the thing, right? When I look at both of their matchups, the head-to-head matchups, and in regular season games, I believe CP3 they played 43 times.
okay.
CP3 got the best of them with 25 games. They play in the playoffs. They play 14 times, 7-7. Total games, 57. CP3 got 32 of those games.
32. Okay.
So is CP3 a better point guard?
That doesn't make you. I mean, records just you got a better team.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yeah, you got a better. How you know that?
I mean, I watched.
You think? So then let me ask you:
versus-
who had better teams?
I think overall, to me, Chris Paul had better teams in terms of his play style. The way Chris Paul played and the teams he had, they fit him. He had good bigs. He had good wings. He had everything.
Yo.
Is that not a team?
Yeah,
That's how it was. Lob City, everybody had a defined role. You had Blake, who's going to get post-up buckets.
like when he was in
You got
Washington,
DJ, who's
like
gonna catch lobs.
what?
Only Washington.
Well, yeah, I was saying
Only
Washington.
Washington.
Let's not do that.
talking
Let's
about
not
Russ?
do that.
Yeah, Russ.
Yes, bro.
Washington was
only
terrible.
Washington.
OKC wasn't
Houston was
that
terrible.
that
OKC was
spectacular.
terrible.
Like once KD left, it wasn't that spectacular.
Hey,
They had
OKC.
Carmelo. They had Paul George.
Okay.
Bro, he had
That
people.
was-
Melo was playing spot minutes.
Dog, they had good players. You trying to make it seem they had
And
Serge.
we acting like Melo was prime. Melo
That's
was
true.
where-
Listen,
It wasn't.
true.
It wasn't like
No,
he was Lakers
yeah.
or Portland Melo. Let's not do that. He was.
No,
good.
but he wasn't.
He was.
But he
It
wasn't.
wasn't
No,
that
not
bad,
yet.
bro.
He wasn't that bad
Nah,
yet.
not that.
But he
bad.
wasn't.
the same guy.
He wasn't
No.
prime Melo.
He was. I'll say that. But
I
he
mean,
wasn't like.
everybody's not
Yeah.
gonna be in their prime when they play with you.
I'm
But
just
the
saying.
reality of it is, he had a 27-point scorer on his team.
The way the teams were built.
What ab-
Sometimes having multiple scores
What
is
about-
not the answer.
What about Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Paul George on the same team, and Russell Westbrook?
When he was on the Clippers, the
was
worst
like-
thing they did was get James Harden.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the worst thing the Clippers did because they were
Ah.
rolling before they got James Harden. They got James Harden.
James Harden
then it
is
started getting shaky.
Once you get James Harden, your team goes downhill.
What that dude say about James Harden, the Clippers PA guy? On the
Oh, bro, he
soundbite?
was frying him.
Fine. I'm talking about James Harden's like the bad ex you can't get rid of
How?
because you bring him to the team. He does the same thing. He has a spectacular play here. He gets you through the regular season. You get to the playoffs, nothing.
And then
my-
he another
but-
turnover
but-
galore
I'm
guy.
not-
He got the record in the playoffs for the time.
I'm not going to
He broke his own
We ain't
record
here
multiple times.
Look, we're not here to talk about James Harden. We're here to talk about what you guys are saying. Russell Westbrook.
You're right.
Russell Westbrook didn't have the same talent.
Also,
He had the same talent.
Kawhi Leonard played, 20 games that season? Didn't even play the playoffs?
Paul George is still there.
And what Paul George do this season? My shoulders hurt, everyone. I'm not going to play either. Like,
He still had James Harden. He still
No,
had he
James
still
Harden-
Had, he
James
still had
Harden
good,
was there.
Zubac. He still had good players
this
there.
guy said Zubac.
You don't think Zubac is nice?
Listen.
Zubac
Zubac
is nice
is
with
Zubac-
who's
a
the
great
point
center.
guard.
Oh, and he said Zubac was nice. So who's the point guard?
But Russ wasn't. He was coming off the bench with
Russ
that
was
team.
coming
That
off the
doesn't mean
bench.
he's not playing point guard.
Chris Dunn was playing point guard.
that
Chris
doesn't
Dunn.
mean that I went to the games. That
Hey,
doesn't-
I went to the game, and this is what I was doing the whole time because I was bored as hell because ain't nothing was going on.
You're acting like a casual right now.
They was
Yeah, how
playing
you-
OKC, and OKC took their belt off, whooped them a couple times, put the belt back on, chilled, pulled it back off, hit him again.
But look, we making excuses for Russ. I'm a big Russell Westbrook
We not.
fan. I have him at like
That-
5 or 6, just based off ability. And the only reason why I'm not like dead set on Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons Isaiah Thomas, just because I've seen more games from Russell Westbrook than I have Isaiah Thomas. The only thing I can see from Isaiah Thomas is the stuff that's out there, whatever the ESPN Classic gives you,
Yeah.
whatever YouTube give you, and it's always going to be their best games.
Facts.
So I can't go off just the games that I saw from them. So that's why I was always a tie. I think Russell Westbrook is a tremendous talent. Obviously a Hall of Famer. Obviously a person who averaged four triple doubles in a season. It's something we thought we'll never see from one person and Oscar Robertson.
Yep.
Then we see it again. Then we see it 4 times.
Exactly.
So he's definitely up there as a point guard. I don't know about the scoring guard. I think we're making like
Man, look.
a scoring
He's
guard.
showing you a casual.
A scoring
Man.
guard. Let me know, guys. Do you prefer the point guards who score a scoring guard? Because then what you guys are saying is that they're not a point guard, so they just got their own category.
That's how basketball is.
I mean,
so what's the difference of us saying, "Oh, he's a combo guard"? That's his own category. Right?
Yeah.
A combo guard is a person who play. I can understand it.
But is it a category?
But it's a.
But
it's
that
a
came
traditional term.
scoring guard came from the traditional point. Like guys
No,
stopped
a
being traditional points.
Who was what point guard back in the day wasn't a traditional point?
Right. So then when we start getting to the new era of basketball, that's when you wasn't looking at guys to just get the team involved, think pass first, blah, blah, blah. You got to guys who are looking to score first, pass second. That's where the term scoring guard
But
came from.
I think but look, a combo guard is a person who can play both positions, the point guard and the shooting guard.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have a traditional guard,
Mm-hmm.
pass first guard. Everyone else, no.
Who would you list as a combo guard?
Would you put your boy AI up there?
AI was a combo guard.
I would think he would score
Who
first
else?
guard.
But he was a combo guard because you had
Francis.
Eric Snow.
Steve Francis could have been a combo
But he was more of a
Baron
shooting.
Davis
Didn't
could
we
have
just
been
argue that he was a
combo
shooting guard?
guard. Who?
AI.
I said AI is a shooting guard.
That's why I asked.
He's a shooting
Because he
guard.
never played
Okay.
point. Did he play point?
He played point when Eric Snow was out.
Yeah.
Of course he played point coming into the league, but then he ended his glory years, his prime years was a shooting guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a shooting guard. So my thing is, I mean, I get scoring guard. As I say it, I'm trying to like jog my memory.
Okay, what do you consider Derrick Rose?
Because I ain't seen him pass the ball.
I mean, you know what?
But that's what I'm like.
That'd be a scoring guard.
That's what the terminology
But
started coming from.
I think I'm missing a point guard part, a scoring point guard. Like that's what I'm thinking. You calling it a scoring guard, and I'm thinking like, what the hell is a scoring guard? Like, is that a shooting guard, scoring point guard?
Because because
point guard who
they're
can
not
score.
playing the two. They're still playing point. Like they're guarding the point, but they're
looking for their shot.
looking for their shot first. They're not looking to get
a shoot first point guard.
yeah.
But I feel like the more we talk about it, that's also just basketball now. Like, it's every position. Everybody wants to score first.
That is true.
I was saying, yeah.
But that was every other position but the point guard. Like,
Valid.
the point guard through history used to just be the guy who gets everybody involved and call it a day.
Yeah, that's honestly why I have Rondo in my top 5, because Rondo was out there getting 20 assists with 10
That's a
points.
barely valid top 5 guard,
know.
though.
My next question to you. So we going into the playoffs.
Yep.
Going into the playoffs. And we need a guard to take us far. We both haven't won
Valid.
a championship. Tell me, why does Russell Westbrook is a better pick than Chris Paul?
I'm taking Russ as a better pick because, again, you know what Russ is going to get. The Miami series, Russ was a dog the whole series. The one game they won, he had 40. So, and then if you look
but
at,
he won one game.
I mean, I'd rather win one game and we were down 1-0 versus being up 2-0 and losing 4 straight. But that's Chris Paul for anybody that doesn't know.
Okay.
But also, even the year, I mean, they blew the 3-1 lead, but to me, that was more on the others that series. The others didn't show up because Russ and KD showed up, and the other guys didn't produce as much as they should have. And then NBA players say OKC was a better team and they don't want to play them, but I think it was just a thing to say. But Golden State was the best team in basketball that year.
Okay.
I'm sticking with Russ. I have no choice, one. But two, I just think that durability plays a part.
Chris Paul, that hamstring.
Man, Chris Paul stay hurt, especially in key moments.
Yeah.
Right? Like those games that you need him, he's like dealing with injury. Russ, he never really had like injury. Yeah. I just watched a clip of him like tearing his meniscus and still played and was dogging dudes. So just that dog mentality, you know you could go into it and you know you could trust him with his body holding up.
Yeah. If Chris Paul don't tear his hamstring or pull his hamstring, was that 20? I mean, it was like multiple years. But I think the 2018 year, they win the finals. If he don't pull his hamstring, for sure.
If Chris Paul
for Houston
with the Rockets.
Yeah, the Rockets. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even think if he don't get hurt with the Clippers a couple times, they make a run too.
Yeah.
I mean, they blew that 3-1 to Houston that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because him
I don't
and
think
Blake
he
got hurt.
Oh, they did?
I think both of them got hurt.
We got fact checked. I don't think Blake got hurt that year, but the year after that, Blake got
The
hurt.
CP3
for sure.
going down is big, though. But it's always big.
I'm gonna still go with Chris Paul. Obviously, I gotta go with Chris Paul. Chris Paul. I mean, granted, I'm looking at as far as their playoff appearance, they've been there same amount of time, about 15 and 14 times. Very close in 27 series played and 25 series played. Chris Paul got 149 playoff games won, with Russell Westbrook with 135. Now, the reason why I'm gonna go with Chris Paul though is because just his ability to make the right plays, just his ability to not turn the ball over 2,000 more times. I mean, granted, yes, I understand durability. Durability makes sense, but the playoffs get a little sticky. Playoffs, you're talking about the best of the best coaches.
Game slow down.
Game slow down.
Yeah.
And who got a better game and a slow game than Chris Paul, between Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook?
Chris Paul.
Exactly.
Chris Paul.
So I'm gonna go with Chris Paul for that reason alone. Now, granted, Chris Paul having been the more Western Conference or conference finals than Russell Westbrook. Yeah, Russ been the 4, Chris been the 2. But that has a lot to do with
That's crazy.
that has a lot to do with a 30-point scorer, a 7-foot guard,
sure.
and Kevin Durant. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Chris Paul on that one. I think Chris Paul is a great is a great point guard. Nonetheless, we're not here to bash neither one of them.
Yeah, they're both great players.
They both great players. Russell Westbrook and Chris
part.
Paul.
Hey, make sure y'all know we all said
we love
that
both.
Chris Paul and Russ are good players, great players.
So
Hall
let
of
me
Fame
ask,
players.
does your lineup change? Does
No.
your top 5 change?
No.
Nah, I'm sticking to it.
Sticking to it.
Because in a ideal world for me, if I'm gonna our topic was Chris Paul over Russ. If I'm starting the team, I'm picking Rondo to start at PG.
You gonna pick Rondo?
Rajon Rondo.
Like I want you to understand, like Rondo
I'm picking
wasn't a threat.
Rondo.
Like you realize, like, all right, what Rondo you thinking about?
I'm thinking of
Even Laker Rondo was
I'm
was
thinking
like
of Rondo after Boston.
impactful.
Because even I don't know if you guys remember.
Boston.
Listen, hear me out.
Okay, I'm here.
When Rondo was in Chicago, when
Rondo
they had
was in
D Wade
Chicago.
and all that team,
he had a good year.
I forgot who they played second round, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that team went on and went to the finals. Rondo had them down 2-0, and then Rondo got hurt, and then that's when the series shifted, and that team came back and won 4 straight. Because Rondo is a dissector. Like when you hear Rondo talk about basketball, Rondo knows basketball. When you watch Rondo play basketball, he's a defender. Rondo rebounded. Rondo can score a little bit. He's not shooting a 3, but transition, he'll get you a layup. He does all little fancy layups and stuff.
Right.
But just
Now I understand the impact
Yeah.
of Rajon Rondo. I was a big Rajon Rondo
sure.
fan when I was playing and I'm sorry, getting my defensive back. We need a lot of Rondo.
Right.
You know what I mean? But your first pick
that's
over
just-
Chris Paul or Russell Westbrook,
that's how I'm gonna run my
you
team,
gonna go
man.
Rondo over Chris Paul?
Because I feel like
So that means
he has
that means-
proven the window.
So that means he
I'm not
gets
proving the
scores.
window.
He
Listen,
got to
listen.
get scores after
Hear me
that.
out. Hear me out.
Yeah,
Hear
that's
me
true.
out. If you
That
put
is true.
Rondo on those Lob City teams, does Blake and DeAndre Jordan still do the same thing?
100%.
They probably do it at a higher
They
level,
do the
honestly.
Same thing.
100%.
I think with Chris Paul, you gotta respect his jump shots.
Yeah,
so
he
he
stretches
to
the-
come out.
he stretches
But he
the
was
scored
shooting
out
the
more.
midi, though. Rondo could hit a midi.
Rondo
Not as fluid as
wasn't-
CP, though.
Rondo could hit a
wasn't
midi.
Not like
3-point?
CP though.
A 3? No.
Not a 3. And I don't
midi?
think a
Yes.
midi. I just watched the Lakers and
he
I just
hit
watched
a
the Lakers and Boston Celtics series.
And Rondo hit a midi to win
No,
the
he
the
was
game.
struggling.
Hey.
I can tell you,
Game time.
it takes too long for Rondo to get in rhythm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. I see that. I
Chris
see
Paul, once you back up, he shoots.
yeah.
that
that.
thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So I
still
don't think
going-
I don't think it's the same results.
I'm still taking Rondo.
I mean, you know what?
DJ and them, they're going to catch the
A
same
casual
lobs.
would say that, regardless
They're
of
going
the
to catch the
stats.
same dunks.
Regardless of the stats.
I feel like Rondo career assists is higher than Chris Paul.
I mean, it could be. Let me see. I'm looking right now, and he averaged about. See, here's the thing about career
Chris Paul is
stats.
at 9.2.
And Rondo's at 7.9.
Oh, you're
But
saying
here's
casual.
the thing. Here's the thing about career averages and all that type of stuff. I don't really necessarily go in with that all the time, is
Yeah, it's
because
skewed.
yeah, I mean, granted, right? People have to have down years. People have to
for
have
sure.
early years, right?
Mhm.
And for the vast majority of players, they come into the league and they have to develop.
Right.
Having to develop, you're not going to have the highest numbers, right?
That's true.
And then and going into your later years, you're not going to have the same opportunity. You're not going to have the same opportunities.
True.
So for me, I look at it. I don't always use the career averages. I look at their primes and what they can do. And I'm looking at, like, the years that Rajon had this prime, he averaged about 11 assists, 11 assists being his highest. And same thing with CP3. CP3 is up there 10, 11, 12 assists or whatnot. So I think they both efficient players, but I think my list is valid. I think my list of who I say, I said Magic, Steph,
Zeke.
Jason Kidd,
Yeah.
Chris Paul,
He says he.
and
Isaiah Thomas.
And Russell Westbrook. You guys let us know what you guys think in the comments. Was this a good debate? Who won the debate? Oh my guys, casuals, if they casuals, please put their name in the comments so we can make sure everyone knows it. Until next time, let's continue to think elite and together. Welcome to Score Society.